Okay, hello everybody. What's up? What's up? Hello. How's it going? Hello everybody. Hello YouTube. Redstone Pro here, back here with another live stream. Starting off on the upper west side here of Manhattan, as we typically do during these streams. We are in the middle of a heat wave here in New York City and all throughout the East Coast. We are in the middle of a heat wave. This is day 2 of what is expected to be a 3-day heat wave. And the time now is 6:07 p.m. in the evening. Today is Tuesday, June 24th, 2025. It is sunny right now. The current temperature right now is 98 degrees. It is 98 degrees Fahrenheit. That is 36 degrees Celsius. This is the hottest day that it has been since July, what is the date here? Since July 18th of 2012. This is the hottest day in almost 13 years. And we reached a high temperature here of 99 degrees over in Central Park, which is where we're heading right now. It reached 99 degrees in Central Park, which breaks the record there, which was set back in 1888. It is a hot one here in New York and all throughout the Northeast and throughout the East Coast. It is a very, very hot day. All right, so thank you all once again. We're just gonna walk around here. We are in the upper west side of Manhattan. So we're just gonna walk around here. Not gonna put too much strain. We're just gonna walk around. Just take it easy here in the heat. Okay, so this right here, this is West 96th Street. West 96th Street on the upper west side of Manhattan. As we get things going here, thank you all once again for joining me on this live stream as we are in day 2 of this heat wave here in New York City. Okay, so right now we're gonna make our way over to Central Park. We're gonna walk around Central Park in this heat wave.
They like to have that Swiss Army knife.
We've had a lot of news over the last couple of days with the Israel and Iran war. They are now in a ceasefire. Israel and Iran agreeing to a ceasefire. Whether that will be permanently or not is anybody's guess. I guess time will tell, but they did reach a ceasefire overnight. So hopefully things between those two countries, can come to a peaceful conclusion. All right, look at some of the homes here. Very nice. And hello to Todd and Mary from Nashua, New Hampshire. Nice to see you back. Okay, that ambulance there, that is from Lenox Hill Hospital. Lenox Hill Hospital, one of the largest hospitals here in New York City, one of the biggest hospitals. Okay, so we are heading into Central Park. We're gonna walk around Central Park here, see what's going on in Central Park during this heat wave here. And this right here, this is Central Park West. Central Park West and West 96th Street. Okay, that is the view looking north. And this is looking south towards Midtown. And this right here, this is the 96th Street Transverse that is heading towards the east side of Manhattan. And what's up to Ivor? How's it going, Ivor? Nice to see you here. And yes, we miss Lena. We haven't seen Lena in probably about a month now. So hopefully Lena's okay. And you guys can see the latest information there. Okay, so let's see. My phone says here it is 100 degrees. The real feel right now, it feels. Oh yeah, by the way, we are in an extreme heat warning. We got the winds here coming from the northwest at 10 miles per hour. We got a UV index of 2, which is pretty low actually. The humidity right now is at 31%. And right here, they are in the middle of repainting the drives here, the West Drive here. So we can see it right here, which will make it easier, you know, for pedestrians and cyclists to get around here. Okay, so we have a beautiful, beautiful evening here, but it is a hot one. It is definitely a hot one right now. We are in Central Park. Yes, Ivan, we are in Central Park. Look at that sun. It is firing. It is on fire right now. And for comparison, the temperature right now in Phoenix, Arizona. Phoenix, Arizona always has the distinction of being one of the hottest places in the country. The temperature right now in Phoenix is 100 degrees. So we are just about as hot as it is out west in Phoenix, Arizona, out in the desert. And when you factor in the humidity, it might actually feel hotter here than it does in Phoenix right now. All right, so right now we are in Central Park. We are walking south right here on Central Park. This is along West Drive. Oh, we need to find some shade. We have a lot of sun right now. We gotta find some shade. I do have water with me as well, of course. You always gotta drink plenty of fluids, water especially, on a hot day like this. Beautiful view of Central Park. All right, we got the runners here. All right, so we're about to get off the drive here since there isn't a lot of shade here, and I definitely need some shade. And right here we can see to the left, that is the reservoir, Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis Reservoir. That is the largest, the biggest body of water in Central Park. And it is 93 in Nashua, New Hampshire. The entire East Coast is baking right now. So we're gonna walk here. There's plenty of shade here. I'm gonna walk towards the reservoir right over here. This is the Kennedy Onassis, Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis Reservoir. And hello Tina, is it too hot for this? It is hot, but just gonna stream for a bit here. I do have my water, so you know that should keep me hydrated for now. All right, so this is the reservoir here, Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis Reservoir. Of course, she's the widow of JFK, John F. Kennedy. This is the biggest body of water that we have here in Central Park. Let me grab a picture here of this here. This reservoir here. And thank you, Todd and Mary. You should have been here with me, Tina. You should have could have been streaming right now with me. Beautiful view of the reservoir. But I'll definitely see you at work on Thursday. You got to give it to the runners here. They are really, you know, the amount of energy it takes to run or jog in this heat is really, must be really up there. Definitely got to give it to them. I'm just walking and I feel, you know, I already feel hot. And these guys are running. These men and women are running. Okay, so a quick reminder, I will be live streaming the Pride Parade on Sunday. That'll be this Sunday here from the Greenwich Village. That'll be along 5th Avenue there in Greenwich Village. So make sure you guys join me for that event. I believe they start at 12 p.m. I would have to check the exact start time. But it is this Sunday for the Pride event, Pride March. And we see many, I think I see more folks jogging here along the reservoir than they are right along the West Drive.
Yeah, probably was like, oh my God.
There's plenty of shade here as opposed to West Drive where there's really far less of it. That's why I came here. There is definitely more shade here, right along this side here on the right side. And make sure you guys follow me on TikTok as well. If you haven't already followed me on TikTok, I do post videos there. Beautiful, tranquil walk here right along the reservoir of Central Park. Hope everyone is keeping cool. If you're in the along the East Coast, especially of the United States, hope everybody's keeping cool. Drinking plenty of fluids, water, staying hydrated. All right, so this is day 2 of the 3-day heat wave. We are in day 2. This is the hottest day of the heat wave. You can see the sign right here, the reservoir sign. All right, so we're just gonna make our way over here. No particular place to go to. We're just gonna walk around here. Nice big dog here. We got a group of cyclists over here. Okay, so we are back on West Drive. This is West Drive over here. Okay, so once again, the big story of the news over the last couple of days is between Israel and Iran, the war there. Those two nations have agreed to a ceasefire. Whether that ceasefire would last is anybody's guess. And this here, this part of Central Park, this is known as Seneca Village. We are in the Seneca Village area of Central Park. Beautiful. All right, I'm just gonna grab a picture here. These pictures, by the way, they will be posted right here on the channel in the community section. So make sure you guys look for those uploads. And hello to Pee-wee. Nice to see you, Pee-wee. All right, so the history here of Seneca Village. There is history here in Seneca Village, this part of Central Park. Before Central Park was landscaped to what it is now, this used to be known as Seneca Village. Back in the 1800s, this was an African-American village. They own a lot of property. This is this village here, what used to be Seneca Village was considered wealthy. It was home to many merchants, which were owned by African-Americans back in the 1800s. And unfortunately, when the decision was made to turn this area into what is Central Park now, they had to basically Seneca Village had to be, pretty much destroyed. So this area here used to be home to Seneca Village, which was African-American, mostly African-American back in the 1800s. All right, we got the ball fields over here. Speaking of baseball, the Mets and Yankees, they haven't been doing too well lately. So those teams have been in quite a bit of a slump, especially the Mets. So hopefully, things can look up for those two teams. And congratulations to the Oklahoma City Thunder, who over the weekend won their first ever NBA title, defeating the Indiana Pacers, the much hated Indiana Pacers. Certainly here in New York, they are a hated team. Okay, so this right here, this is the Great Lawn of Central Park. Okay, so right now we're gonna head towards Turtle Pond. That is where we're gonna be heading next. We're gonna be heading towards Turtle Pond. Turtle Pond, of course, is home to many turtles. aquatic turtles. Many of them are turtles, you know, that were owned by folks. They just, you know, took the turtles out here and just released them into the lake there, the pond. So that is where we're heading next. And from Turtle Pond, we'll be checking out Belvedere Castle, which we have seen throughout these streams before. Belvedere Castle. It's hot, but it's actually not too terrible right now. It doesn't feel too terrible. Okay, so right now we are heading into Turtle Pond. You guys can see the latest weather information there, courtesy of Nightbot. Nightbot, let's see, it says 100 degrees Fahrenheit. I wouldn't be surprised if it really is 100 degrees Fahrenheit, although in my phone it says 97. So, I mean, regardless of which one is correct, it is hot. It is hot, but you know, it's still pretty comfortable. It's not too terrible. And we do have some wind as well, so that definitely helps with the heat here. And right over there we can see Belvedere Castle. We'll be heading there eventually, but right now we're going to check out Turtle Pond and check out what's going on here in Turtle Pond. We have been here in past streams. We did visit Turtle Pond. Look at the blazing sun. Wow. It is hot. Okay, so we're just gonna make our way over here and hello to Maya. Have you seen many runners there today? It seems pretty normal actually. It just seems like a regular day here in Central Park, honestly. Okay, so here we are in Turtle Pond. We're just gonna make a right just about here. Okay, and this statue here, this is the statue of his name is Wygadalus Jangielo. He's the King of Poland, Grand Duke of Lithuania, founder of a free union of the people of East Central Europe. Victory over the, what does that say there? Hard to make it out. The Teutonic aggressors at Grunwald. Interesting little statue there. King Jagiello. And the last few days, Pee-wee says, the last few days the heat index was over 100. Yes. The current let's see, the current heat index here, let's see. I know we did see it from Nightbot, but here on my phone it says 99 degrees. That is the current heat index here. And my phone is starting to get hot also, so let me just apply the fix here. The heat does take a toll on these devices as well, so we'll just, you know, do what we can here. Okay, so here we are. This is Turtle Pond. We have some turtles right over here. We got this guy right here, just basking in the sun. Look at that, very nice. We have a couple more right here on the rock. Let me just be careful here as we make our way over this way. There go, little feathers. Beautiful. Very nice here. Okay, I'm just gonna grab a few photos here as we usually do. Very nice. Okay, so this is what Turtle Pond looks like on this very hot day, middle of the heat wave here in New York. Okay, so that is a look here at Turtle Pond. So we're gonna make our way over to Belvedere Castle. Belvedere Castle is just at the other end of this pond here, Turtle Pond. So we're gonna head towards the castle now. Strawberry Fields, that's right along 72nd Street. I mean, I could probably stop by there. Let's see. We're not really too far from Strawberry Fields, so let's see here. Let's see here. Okay, so we're gonna make our way over to Belvedere Castle first, and then we could probably stop by Strawberry Fields just to see what's going on over at over on that spot there. We have a squirrel friend over here. Have I been to the Central Park Zoo, Ivan? No, I have not been to the Central Park Zoo. I definitely have to go there. I have not been to the zoo there. And speaking of zoos, I will be live streaming from the Bronx Zoo. That'll be happening soon. Not exactly sure when, but that'll be taking place very soon. I'll be live streaming from Central Park, not Central Park Zoo, the Bronx Zoo. That's up in the Bronx. Obviously, it's named the Bronx Zoo. Okay, so right now we are making our way over to Belvedere Castle. This castle dates back to 1867. It opened in 1869. And Belvedere, that is Italian for beautiful view. You should visit Oh, I should go live from Queens Zoo. Well, I'll definitely try to go to as many places as I can during the summer. But I would definitely, I'll definitely be stopping by Bronx Zoo first, and then from there, you know, we can go to other places. Beautiful view. Nice stream. Thank you, Joshua. Okay, so here we are. This is Belvedere Castle. Let me widen the view here. This right here, this is the store. The store, I believe, right now is closed. They are closed, yeah. Have I been to the Queen Zoo? No, I have not been there either, Ivan. I have not been there. I have to go to the zoo here in Central Park, and I got to go to Queen Zoo as well. The only zoo that I've really been to here in New York is the Bronx Zoo. Look at the view here. That is Turtle Pond, which we just saw a few minutes ago. Oh, it's hot here. That's a beautiful view of Turtle Pond. And right over here, we can see Delacorte Theater. That is the amphitheater here in Central Park. Right in front of us, that is the Delacorte Theater. Right behind those trees, that is the amphitheater here. They are undergoing some renovations there. They'll be opening soon, reopening that amphitheater. Prospect Park Zoo, yes, that's in Prospect Park, Brooklyn. I definitely have to do a live stream from Prospect Park as well. Oh, that's a beautiful view of Turtle Pond. How's that for a view here? Very beautiful. All right, another view here of Belvedere Castle. Thank you all once again for joining me on this live stream as we explore. Well, right now we are in Central Park, so we're just walking around here in Central Park in this heat wave, day 2 of the heat wave that is gripping the East Coast. This is the hottest day of the heat wave. This is the hottest day of the year and the hottest day here in New York City since 2012.
You're not very business-like, because you were more business-like. You wanted to have a nut.
All right, so I'm going to put my gimbal down here for a second so I can grab some water. I do have my water bottle here. Let me grab that. I'm just going to stay hydrated here since it is really hot. Let me just put the tripod on here so I can put this gimbal down for just a second here so I can grab a sip of water. That is something that you guys have to do if you're out here just walking around. Just you got to stay hydrated. Okay. All right, so here we are, another look at Belvedere Castle. Beautiful view in Italian. As we get set to move on from here. Okay, so that is Belvedere Castle. And Peter, hello Peter. He says, as the Noel Coward poem said, only mad dogs and Englishmen go out in the midday sun. The humidity is wicked down here in Tennessee. I wouldn't be surprised. Hello, how are you? Good. Where are you visiting from? Oh, she didn't say anything. Okay, so right here, this is Shakespeare Garden. Right down this way here. Ivan hasn't been to Central Park in years. Wow, since 2014. How could that be, Ivan? You live here in New York City. How could that be, my friend? Okay, so we're making our way over here to Shakespeare Garden. Let's see what the garden here looks like. Okay, this is just one little area of the garden here. Let me widen this shot here. You definitely have to come out to Central Park, Ivan. That's been a long time. 2014 is a long, long time. Especially if you're a resident. That's a really long time. All right, we got the cobblestones here. Here we are. This is Shakespeare Garden. Oh, this phone is hot. I can definitely feel it. This phone is hot. Look how beautiful it is here. I hope the trees are providing a bit of cooling for you. Yeah, yes they are. Yes they are, Peter. I'm trying to just find as much shade as I can here, and Central Park definitely does help with that. I'm the type of person that I get hot pretty easily, so I definitely have to be careful sometimes with the heat, because I do get hot pretty easily. Even in the summer, you know, even during the winter, I can get hot. Look how beautiful. Are we going to Strawberry Fields, Ivan? Do you want to come to Strawberry Fields? We can try to make our way over there. Just gotta find the right path that heads over there. Okay, so we're heading in the right direction here. Okay, so let me see where we're heading next. We're gonna head towards the. Okay, so this is the route I'm gonna take here. We're gonna head towards the Ramble first. The Ramble is that is the little forest here, the wooden area of Central Park. One of the wooden areas of Central Park. This is one of the wooden areas of Central Park, the Ramble. So that is where we're heading next. So we're gonna head towards the Ramble first. I have never actually been to Strawberry Fields in person. Okay, well you have to come, Ivan. You can just take the A train, you know, or the C train. Just get off right there at 72nd Street. You know, and Strawberry Fields is literally right across the street from right over from the Dakota. Okay, so we're gonna make our way over to the Ramble. So we're gonna be heading into Strawberry Fields eventually, but right now we're gonna head into the Ramble. Okay, right here we can see the sign to the Ramble. The Ramble is home to a number of wildlife. I wish I could go to Strawberry Fields in person. All you have to do, Ivan, is just take the subway and, you know, and just get off at 72nd Street and you're right there. You are literally right there. right across from the Dakota. You can just take the subway, the A train or the C train. Okay, so we're gonna go deep here into the Ramble. Look how wooded this area is of Central Park. Look at this here. Let me widen the shot. Plenty of shade here. And it's hard to believe, when you're in the Ramble, it's hard to believe that you're actually in the middle of a big city. Okay, we can hear the siren. That's the only reminder that you're still in the city. It's the siren. If it wasn't for the siren, you wouldn't think you're in the middle of a city. Okay, this body of water right here, this is all part of the lake. And this bridge right here, this is the Oak Bridge. Right here, this is the Oak Bridge. And right down here, this is all part of the lake here in Central Park. The lake is the second largest body of water in Central Park, right after the reservoir, which we saw earlier in the stream. Beautiful view of the lake here. We do have a large turtle population here as well. Okay, so we're going to continue here. Okay, this right here, this is the Ramble Arch, or the Arc. Peter says the Oak Bridge is made of oak. I would think so. I would definitely think so. Okay, so this is the arch here at the Ramble. We're just gonna walk underneath it. So many different paths here. There are so many trails, so many paths here. All right, so thank you all once again for joining me on this live stream as we walk around here in Central Park in the middle of this heat wave that is gripping the East Coast right now. Oh, this is a bit steep here. Gotta be careful walking down here. This is a little steep here. Okay, so once again, thank you all once again for joining me on this live stream. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. It would mean a lot to me if you guys haven't already done so. Okay, this is known as the Azalea Pond. We can see it right here. This is all, look how beautiful this is. This is the Azalea Pond. Fresh water. Look how nice and clean that water is. Oh, let me see if I can get a hold of the water here. Don't want to. It's kind of difficult with the gimbal in my hand here. Let me see if I can reach the water here. Okay, just barely. Ooh, oh, that feels nice. Nice and cold water. Very nice here, Azalea Pond. Beautiful. Always beautiful. Look how quiet it is now. It is so quiet, it is so peaceful, it is so tranquil. We can hear some folks in the distance, but other than that, it is so quiet. Look how peaceful it is here. Beautiful nature. We have a squirrel right here. Oh, we lost him in the sun glare there. Oops, we lost him in the glare. That is the sound of my water bottle. Okay, so right now we are heading towards the Bow Bridge. The Bow Bridge is the most famous bridge here in Central Park. That is where we're heading next. It's the biggest and the most famous of Central Park's bridges. And Peter says the Ramble is about 36 acres. Yes. The Ramble and the Harlem Mere are the two main wooded areas here in Central Park. The Ramble and the Harlem Mere.
I definitely did.
Okay, so this is the Bow Bridge here. I don't see the Dakota building. We're not there yet, Ivan. We'll definitely get there. Strawberry Fields is in that direction there, towards the west. So we'll definitely walk over there, Strawberry Fields. But this right here, this is right now that we are in the Bow Bridge, and we can see the lake here. This is all part of the lake on either side of this bridge. Looks like we have a newlywed over there on the other side there. Let's zoom in on that couple there. Beautiful couple. Very nice. This is a popular spot also for weddings and, you know, photography, newlyweds, as we just saw here. This is one of the most romantic spots in New York City. Okay, so we're gonna go over to Bethesda Fountain. From Bethesda Fountain, we can go over to Strawberry Fields. So right now we're heading towards Bethesda Fountain and Bethesda Terrace. And from there we can head on over to Strawberry Fields and check out what's going on over there. We have the geese here. They're just out and enjoying the weather here. Beautiful scenery. Oh, we just saw a rat. We have all sorts of wildlife here. We got the rat over here as well. Even now in the daytime. Okay, so we're gonna make our way over to Bethesda Fountain, which is right over here to my left. Another one of the most famous spots here in Central Park. And right over here across the pond, we can see the boathouse right there ahead. That is the boathouse here in Central Park. Beautiful view of the boathouse. You can rent canoes there. Okay, here we are in Bethesda Fountain. Beautiful Bethesda Fountain. Look how beautiful it is here. Ooh. Very nice here. We can definitely feel a breeze. There is a breeze here. It feels really good. Very nice breeze. And right here, once again, we have the lake here with the boathouse. And hello, Irma. Nice to see you, Irma. And hello to everyone in Finland. Okay, we can see many of the aquatic turtles that populate this body of water as well. So thank you, Irma, for joining the live stream here. We're missing Lena though. We haven't seen Lena for quite a bit. We have a large aquatic turtle population here in the lake here. Now they cloud in the sky. It's all blue here. Look how clear it is here. Very clear. We got.
Right there, I can see him. I can see his big shell. The snapping turtle's right there. He's right there. Watch, he's coming.
We do have different species of turtles here. And Sharik, yeah, we're missing Sharik. The last time Sharik was here was about a month ago. Same with Lena.
Is that the alligator snapping turtles?
You definitely don't want to.
They only come up for real food.
You definitely don't want to stick your finger in the water here, especially with the snapping turtle. They can definitely, you know, bite your tip off, your fingertip off. Oh, my device is getting hot. Let me. Okay. Oh, it feels really nice here. We have a lot of company here with the aquatic turtles. Look how beautiful this is. Okay, who has the turtle food? Anybody have the turtle food here? We can feed some turtles here. Nobody has the turtle food. Any bait or anything like that? They must have a summer holiday. Yeah, they're here all year round. Summer, winter, fall, spring, they're here all year round.
Love you, babe.
And we love turtles. We definitely love turtles. We love turtles. Yeah, Lena we have not seen here. Sharik we haven't seen lately as well. So hopefully they're both doing okay. The Ninja Turtles, they live in the sewer. Alright, they definitely don't live here in Central Park. Oh, this guy's big. That's a big turtle right there. Oh, look how big they are. They're so big. Look how big. Oh, we got several. We have several big turtles there. Wow, look how big they are. Look at the size of those turtles.
You see them down there, but they only come up with good food.
Wow.
Give him food. That's why he's so old, right? He's making this long.
We got a lot of company here. Those turtles are big.
Look, there's the other one. There's his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Right there. Yeah, there's the yellow one. She's got no boo-boos. He's got boo-boos.
Oh, look at,
See?
wow, look at, you guys see that? Where is it? Let me zoom in on that. Wow, that's a big turtle. Wow.
Harder than he does.
Look at the size of that turtle there. Whoa.
Yeah, she's looking at me because she knows where my food came from. She's smart. I was feeding her earlier.
Look how big that turtle is. Looks like a tortoise in there. Wow.
Düşersem çok güler misin bu arada? Bunların arasında düşersem.
You guys see that?
Onlardansın değil mi sen?
Might be hard to see with the other turtles here, but that is a huge turtle. Look at that size right there.
This shell is definitely rounder than
Wow. That's a huge turtle. Let me get a picture here. I gotta grab a picture here. Wow, that thing is huge.
She's fast as lightning.
Look at the size of that turtle right there. That thing is huge.
Ben o şeyi merak ediyorum.
He's got a head like a little dog. Its head is as big as a little dog.
Wow, that might be the that easily might be the biggest turtle that I've seen here in Central Park, whether it be in this lake here or at the turtle pond. Look at the size of that turtle. Wow, we got the entire squad over here. Look at this. There it is right there. Wow, we got to be careful here.
I got food for him.
Look at this. Wow.
I got him all the way up on the step earlier. He came up.
This one right here?
He came all the way up.
Wow, that thing is so big.
But I had good food earlier. I had some fish.
Wow. That's the biggest turtle that I have seen here in Central Park. Oh. Oh. Look at that fine. Wow.
One's like yellow. That one's definitely a little younger. Probably like, this one's probably got 20 years on it. I'm thinking male, female, maybe.
Have a nice day, thank you.
This one's pretty yellow though, huh? See yellow color?
The big turtle might be the parent of the smaller ones. That's definitely possible. Oh, wow, where is it? It's somewhere in the waters. Oh, right here, right here. There it is. Wow.
Yeah.
Look at the size of that turtle, man. Look at the size of that turtle.
She's got to be slightly different than the alligator.
All right, so thank you all once again for joining me on this live stream. We are live here in the lake of Central Park, right in front of Bethesda Fountain. We're looking at this really big turtle here, being surrounded by the smaller ones here. Wow. You guys can see it just there in the right below this murky water. We have another big turtle right here. Look at that. I wish I had something to feed them with. I'm not going to feed them my phone. No, no. Wow. Maybe these are the parents of the turtles here. We just never know. Okay, so the current temperature right now, according to the Nightbot, is 97 degrees. It is down a few degrees from the update that we saw about a half hour ago. Look at the size of that turtle. And we still have the other one around here somewhere. This is another one here.
Look at this one, he's trying to get out.
Oh, this one. Look at these two right here. Let me give them some space here. You guys can see just how big that turtle is right there. Let me snap a picture here. Wow. So maybe these are the parents. Who knows? These might be the parents. Every time that I've come here at the lake, we've only seen average size aquatic turtles, but these are the biggest turtles that I have seen here.
They're the biggest ones in the United States.
Yeah, these are the biggest ones that I've definitely seen here, and I've been here many times. These are easily the biggest ones that I've seen here. And the other one, that's the big one right there with that pink nose. Wow. It's taking up the whole screen here.
Yeah, there's only two types of snapping turtles, and they're both in here. The yellow one's from the Suwannee, and that's the other normal Appalachian. That's hilarious.
That's crazy.
He's definitely bought exotic.
They must lay the eggs somewhere on the shoreline. I would think so, definitely, Peter. These turtles, I'm sure they've been here for many years. Okay, so they're down there in the murky water. I don't see them anymore. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, hello. Let me just say hello. What's up, everybody? Hello. Okay, so we're just gonna hang here for another few minutes before we make our way over to. Oh.
Yeah, there's the other one. That's the swan. There he is. He's over here. Oh, and he's right there.
We have to look overhead just to spot them. Let's see what. Oh, there's one right there. Okay, so we're here in the, this is the lake here, right in front of Bethesda Fountain. We're looking at these turtles here. We have two of the biggest turtles that I have seen here in Central Park. They're somewhere in the water here, in the murky water. Irma says we have 50 degrees Fahrenheit here now, and it has been rainy during the midsummer weekend. Doesn't feel like summer with 50-degree weather there. That's more like spring weather there. According to Siri, there are 5 species of turtles in Central Park. Those look like snapping turtles. That is what the gentleman here was talking about. And many of these turtles, by the way, they're turtles that were dumped by, well, they were placed here by owners of turtles. They decided to just lay these turtles here. Where are the flowers at earlier? Are you talking about the Shakespeare Garden, Ivan? No, it's terrible after a long winter to have so cold summer. Ooh, look at these guys here. Wow. Oh, they want to say hello. Want to say hello? Ask for food? I don't have food. I'm sorry. You're looking at the wrong folk, the wrong person here. Hello. Okay, so we're gonna start walking again. Quite a eventful visit here at the lake. All right, so the other big turtles that we saw a few minutes ago, they're down there somewhere. I'm not sure where they went. They're in the murky water somewhere. But those turtles were huge. Okay, so here we are back. Oh, we got some soccer fans. That's Argentina. Argentina?
Argentina, yeah.
Argentina, okay. Vamos Argentina, Messi, Lionel Messi.
Messi!
Hey,
Boca! Racing!
buenas noches. Hello. Okay, we got some Argentinian soccer fans here. We do have the World Cup. What is it? The one of the World Cup tournaments taking place right now. They probably originated from there or something. One of the smaller tournaments of the World Cup is taking place right now. Okay, so this right here, this is Bethesda Terrace. Shakespeare Garden, that is where we came from earlier, Ivan, if you're talking about flowers. Beautiful view of Bethesda Terrace and the fountain here. Look how beautiful this is here. Carlos Guitar. We've seen this guy here before. Buenas noches, Carlos. Beautiful view of the terrace here. Home Alone 2, that is when Kevin was escaping the wet bandits as they made their way here in Central Park. That's how he was able to lose the wet bandits, or the sticky bandits. They're known as both. Okay, so we're gonna make our way over to Strawberry Fields. Check out what's going on over at Strawberry Fields. This right here, this is the mall of Central Park. Beautiful evening here in Central Park. We have plenty of folks out and about despite the heat here. We are under a heat warning. Okay, Iris, so we are heading towards Strawberry Fields. Strawberry Fields, of course, that was constructed in dedication to John Lennon, the ex-Beatle. $4 per minute. That is quite an expensive ride. You're better off walking and just save yourself the money. $4 a minute for a pedicab. That is a big amount to be paying just to be riding a bicycle. It is peaceful, Pee-wee. Definitely peaceful. Beautiful, peaceful, so tranquil. $4 per minute. Yep. And considering you're riding in Manhattan, you know, you might get stuck in traffic and you're constantly stuck at a red light. That is a pretty big ripoff. I did ride one of those pedicabs some years ago, and I ended up paying around, it was about $40. I remember it was about $40, and it was only about maybe 10 minutes, probably not even 10-minute ride. And the guy had the guts to charge me $40. So from there on, I decided to never ride those cabs again. It is better to walk, definitely. You'll be saving yourself a bunch of money for sure, easily. Yeah. Okay, so I even wanted to go to Strawberry Fields. So we are stopping by Strawberry Fields. Ivan is talking about flowers. Okay, Ivan, what do you want to talk about in regards to flowers?
No.
Okay, this is the statue here of Daniel Webster. They definitely are nice to look at. Yes, definitely, especially the colors. Okay, so the work that you see here, they are repainting. This is all part of to make it easier, you know, for bikers and pedestrians, joggers to use the paths here. That is the work that they're doing here. So they're basically just repainting the roadway here. And right here we can see where they'll be doing more of the painting. This is just an outline. And hello to Natty. Nice to see you, Natty, who says 4th of July incoming for party. I'll be live streaming the fireworks, the Macy's fireworks. The Macy's Fireworks Spectacular this year takes place over the East River, as opposed to the Hudson River, which took place last year. So they are back at the East River for this year's fireworks display. Okay, so right across the street, let me zoom in here. That is the Dakota. Right behind those trees, that is the famous Dakota. That is where John Lennon resided, along with his wife Yoko Ono. That is also where he was killed back in 1980. Right at the archway there, the entrance to the Dakota. Okay, so let me grab a picture here of the Dakota. All right, and from here we're gonna stop by Strawberry Fields. All right, so here we are inside of Strawberry Fields. Did you miss the Dakota, Ivan? Let me go back to it real quick. Well, actually, we'll come back. We'll come back since we're just gonna visit here for a couple minutes. We'll definitely get back to Dakota. You know, don't want to go back and forth here. All right, so here we are inside of Strawberry Fields. Right here we have the famous Imagine little spot here. So this here was dedicated back in 1985, 5 years after John Lennon was murdered over at the Dakota by Mark David Chapman. All right, so not much here taking place right now. Not a whole lot going on here, just a few folks hanging around here. This one's we got a family taking pictures here.
What is it? Imagine?
Imagine, of course, being one of John's biggest hits. Okay, so that is a quick visit here to Strawberry Fields. Not much going on here. We'll definitely be back here for John's birthday. His birthday is on, what is it, October the 8th, I believe is the date. John Lennon's birthday. We'll definitely be back here for his birthday in October. October the 9th. Okay, that is his birthday, October 9th. So we'll definitely be back here. They'll definitely have some events to commemorate his birthday, as they do for his the anniversary of his death as well. So we'll be back for both. Are you for real, Ivan? Are you kidding me? I missed the Imagine sign. Okay, I'll go back real quick. I'll go back real quick. Okay, pay attention, Ivan, this time, because I'm not going back. Pay attention. Pay attention. It was because of the ad. Okay. Okay, I definitely don't see ads on my end. Okay. All right, so we're gonna stop by one more time to look at the Imagine sign here. Okay, there it is right there. It is covered in some flowers there. I keep getting ads on your live. Okay, well that happens when you have a monetized channel, Ivan. That's unfortunate. That's an unfortunate part of watching these live streams. You will get ads in between, you know, at certain intervals. Beautiful family here.
Una.
Dos, tres. ¿Quieres que tome una foto contigo?
No, gracias.
No, está bien, okay. Okay, so one more time here. Imagine.
Ah, tómale una Ruby. Aquí de esta canción pues una
Sí, le voy a mandar a mi Sophie.
¿Quieres una foto? Sí, claro. Claro, sí. Con la niña, sí, está bien. All right, we're gonna take a picture of this family here. ¿Tú también? Oh, tienes que esperar, sí. This is a popular spot, of course, to remember John Lennon. Expedo. Ivan, you can always scroll back to see it. Yes, you can. Yes, you can, y'all. You could always hit the rewind button. If anything you missed, you can always hit the rewind button. Okay, I'm gonna take a picture here from this mom with her beautiful child. Oh, the parents, okay. Los padres. Aquí tenemos los padres. All right. ¿Hablan español, sí? Okay. Okay. Una, dos. Wait. Okay. Una, dos y tres. ¿Una más?
Sí.
Okay.
Que se vea más completa, un poquito. ¿Sí se ve completa?
Sí, sí. Ahora, okay, esta se ve mejor. Okay, esta foto se ve mejor. Okay, una más. Una, hay una persona detrás. Okay. Okay. Una, dos y tres. Okay.
Gracias, muy amable.
Gracias. Buenas noches. You are very kind. Thank you, Irma. Thank you, Irma. Okay, one more look here at the Imagine sign. For those of you who might have missed it a few minutes ago, there it is one more time. Okay, so let's exit Strawberry Fields. And we're gonna make our way over to the Dakota, which is right across the street.
Oh, correct. Yeah, better again.
We can see the sun setting just about towards the west there. Beautiful view of the west. This is West 72nd Street and Central Park West. Okay, and that is a view of the Dakota.
And then on top of that,
Okay, this is the archway or the entrance to the Dakota. This is where John Lennon was gunned down back in December the 8th of 1980. For those of you who have not seen the archway here, here it is here. So right there, right behind these gentlemen, that is where John Lennon was assassinated back on December the 8th, 1980, right behind this gate here. Right behind this gate, as he was making his way back from our recording, I believe he was doing. He was returning from his studio, and waiting for him was Mark David Chapman. Our vehicles allowed in the park are not anymore, Pee-wee, not anymore, except for those, who are, vehicles associated with Central Park, maintenance vehicles, garbage trucks, that sort of stuff, and the police as well. But as far as regular, pedestrian, private vehicles, those are not allowed. Okay, so here we are. We are walking right now. This is right around West 72nd Street. We just took a look at the Dakota real quick. The only time you see private vehicles is when they're traveling on one of the three transverses, that crisscrosses Central Park, from east to west and vice versa. That is the only time you might see any private vehicles. All right, so we're gonna make our way over to Midtown right now. Just gonna walk around Midtown for maybe another hour or so. Okay, so the time now is 7:39 p.m. Eastern time here in New York City and along the East Coast. The temperature right now is 96 degrees Fahrenheit, 35 degrees Celsius. We have a heat index right now of 97, so right about the actual temperature. We are under an extreme heat warning that is in effect for about another hour. We have winds blowing from the northwest at 9 miles per hour. And the humidity right now is at 30%. We are in day 2 of this 3-day heat wave. So we are right in the middle of this heat wave. This is the hottest day of this heat wave. The high temperature today here right near Central Park was 99 degrees Fahrenheit. Irma says you are walking quickly. I definitely have to walk quickly since we are covering quite a lot of ground here. Although right now the heat isn't too bad, actually. It is not too bad. Okay, so this is Columbus Avenue. We have made our way over to Columbus Avenue. This is Columbus and West 71st Street. The street here, this is West 71st Street. Okay, so if you are new to the channel, new to the stream, welcome to the stream and welcome to the channel. My name is Redstorm Pro. We are live here in New York City, right along the Upper West Side. This is Columbus Avenue, and right between 71st and 70th Street, West 71st and West 70th Street. We are in day 2 of this 3-day heat wave. Today was the hottest day here in New York City in the last 13 years. The last time it was this hot was back around July of the year 2012. 2012 was the last time it was this hot here in New York City. The high temperature today was recorded over at Central Park, which we were just in. The high temperature there reached 99 degrees today, 99 degrees Fahrenheit. So right now we are just walking south along Columbus Avenue. We're gonna make our way over to Midtown and check out what's going on over at Midtown during this heat wave. This 3-day heat wave is expected to end by the end of the day tomorrow. The temperature on Thursday will be back down to the 70s. What a beautiful evening we have here in New York City right now. And Peter asks, does Columbus Avenue merge into Columbus Circle? Actually, it does not. It is just outside of Columbus Circle. It is about a block or so from Columbus. So once you get to around Columbus Circle, Columbus Avenue becomes 9th Avenue. So you would have to walk down Broadway in order to merge into Columbus Circle. So Columbus here, Columbus Avenue here is about a few blocks outside of Columbus Circle. But if you're walking along Broadway, you'll definitely merge into Columbus Circle. Did you get cake for your birthday? Yes, I did, Ivan. Yes, I did. It was a beautiful cake. I actually have a picture of the cake. If you guys are curious to see what it looked like, let me find it here on my other phone. I do have a picture of the cake. Let's see here. Let me go back here on my other phone. It is here somewhere. And we have Tina. Oh, you're still here, Tina. Nice to see you. Where is it? It's here somewhere. Let me just find it here. Where is the picture here? I don't see the picture here. Did I delete the picture or something? I don't see it on my phone. I actually don't see the picture of my phone here. The picture of the birthday cake. Where is it? Let me, perhaps it's in the cloud somewhere. Let me look in my Google or my Amazon folder. Oh, right here. Here it is. There's a picture of what my cake looked like. That's a picture of the cake that my mom bought for me. It's a strawberry chocolate cake. Very nice. It was actually very good. And thank you, Irma. Okay, so this used to be the headquarters to ABC, the American Broadcasting Company. You guys might have seen this all throughout my streams. ABC, they're in the process of moving from this complex here, the old ABC building here. And right at the corner is where WABC, Witness News, they used to broadcast from. They used to broadcast from here, but they are all over by the Hudson. They're over by Hudson Square. That is where they reside now, Hudson Square. So this is the old ABC broadcasting studio right here. And thank you, Joshua. Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Irma. Peter says, my birthday is Sunday. I have to get a permit from the fire department because it has so many candles on it. Okay, well, you got to do it. Just make sure you do it safely. You might need a fire rig right near your birthday, Peter. Okay, so here we are. We've made our way over to Lincoln Square. This is Lincoln Square. We were just here last week, just looking around here in Lincoln Square. Pilagua, yeah, we got to get the pilaguas. In case you guys don't know what a pilagua is, those are frozen, those are drinks that are poured in ice. And thank you, Pee-wee. My birthday was back on June 10th, for those who might have missed it. June 10th was my birthday. So exactly 2 weeks ago. Thank you all for the late birthday wishes. I am 42, yes, Ivan, I am 42. I was born in 1983. Yes, Ivan. I didn't forget the year I was born. Okay, so we're gonna make our way over to this is Lincoln Center. We were here just last week, and we're gonna see what's going on here today. Peter is going to be 65. Okay, Peter. And right here, this is the Juilliard School. We have some sort of a show or performance taking place there.
So that's like my
Irma
problem.
is also 65. Okay, very nice. Pee-wee was born in 73. Okay, so Pee-wee, you are 52 years old, or about to be 52 years old. All right, we got folks here in the prime of their life. Okay, we have the setup here for the Summer for the City events, although no event is taking place right now. We did see some music, live music here last week, the last time we were here. Okay, so there are no shows tonight, it appears. We have the big disco ball right there in the center, right above where the fountain would be. And this is the dance floor here. All right, so we don't have any shows tonight. All right, so I'm gonna pause the stream here for a minute so I can get me a sip of water. It is still hot. So let me put this gimbal down so I can drink some water. That is the big disco ball here. Yes, indeed, Ivan. I'll be pointing my gimbal at the ball while I take a sip of this water. Okay, and we are back. Okay, so nothing going on here for the Summer in the City events. These events are all free, by the way. Anybody can just walk in and join the festivities, although tonight there is nothing going on here. So we're just gonna keep walking here. The Bee Gees are not here. Although this would be the perfect spot for them to make live performances. I'm not sure which member of the Bee Gees is even alive still. I know most of them they already passed away. I'm not sure who might even be alive from that group. That disco group. Maurice Gibb, is he still alive? I'm not even sure. Barry Gibb, okay, Barry Gibb. Barry Gibb is alive. Thank you, Ivan. So I guess he would have to be performing solo, unfortunately. Maurice Gibb died, okay. Okay, so let's see. We're gonna make our way over to Hell's Kitchen. We're gonna walk around the Hell's Kitchen neighborhood here on the west side. This is right along, we're still on Columbus. In a few more blocks, it'll be 9th Avenue. Andy Gibb, yeah, Andy Gibb. He was a solo artist. He was not part of the Bee Gees, but he was related to them. He was one of their brothers.
No problem. Happy to stay on.
Beautiful doggies here. Okay, right across the street we have Fordham University. That is their Manhattan campus here. Fordham University's main campus is up in the Bronx by Rose Hill. That is their Rose Hill campus up in the Bronx. Andy was the youngest of the Gibb brothers. Thank you, Ivan, for the fact there. But he was he was definitely a solo artist. He was not part of the Bee Gees trio. Okay, so we are here right along Columbus. This is on the Upper West Side. We are right in between the Upper West Side and Midtown. We are just north of Midtown Manhattan. Yes, so only Barry Gibb is live. Only Barry Gibb. That's what I read, right? Barry Gibb, yeah. Okay, that right there we can see, that is right down the street there, that is Columbus Circle. We are just outside of Columbus Circle. Okay, so this is where Columbus Avenue continues on into 9th Avenue. So right now we are in 9th Avenue. Right here, right along 59th Street. That is 59th Street right there, West 59th Street. So this is Columbus right here. And right over here to the left, that is 9th Avenue. So we are now in the Hell's Kitchen neighborhood. Okay, it is 8 o'clock on the dot, Eastern time here on the East Coast. That is true, Peter. Yes, we are now on 9th Avenue. We are in Hell's Kitchen. This is the Hell's Kitchen neighborhood.
That's exactly the same that you did not change your life.
And Irma says, I have to go. My phone is dying. I will try to come back. Okay, Irma. Hopefully, I'll be on while you're charging your phone. If you make your way back, hopefully, the stream will still be on. Thank you, Irma, once again. Okay, we are approaching 57th Street. This is West 57th Street. This is also known as Billionaires Road, although proper Billionaires Road towards the few blocks towards the east there. Look at the sun. Look how bright the sun still is. And the sunset time tonight is what time is the sunset tonight? 8:31. So we have about another hour of sunlight left here as the sun starts to set on this the hottest day of the year. Beautiful evening here. Beautiful but hot evening. Okay, as we walk around here in the Hell's Kitchen neighborhood, we have the Pride flag here. Make sure you guys tune in for the Pride parade stream that will be taking place on Sunday. That will start around 12 p.m. noon, I believe is the start time. So make sure you guys tune in for the Pride parade, the Pride March. And thanks to those who joined me for the Mermaid Parade stream, although we did have difficulties all throughout the parade stream, as did other streamers. Other streamers ran into signal problems throughout the parade, but once the parade was done, it was okay for the most part, although we still ran into some issues here and there with the signal over in Coney Island, Brooklyn. Okay, it is safe to cross now. I would hope it's safe at some point. It is safe now. The Pride Parade takes place along Fifth Avenue. Fifth Avenue in the Greenwich Village, so the southern portion of Fifth Avenue. That is where the Pride Parade takes place.
Paid, everything's good.
So it's mostly along Fifth Avenue. Let's see, Fifth Avenue. This is the parade route. It starts at 25th Street and Fifth Avenue and heads south. It heads south along Fifth Avenue, then turning west onto 8th Street, and it continues on right along Christopher Street, and then passing the Stonewall Inn before heading north on 7th Avenue and ending at 16th Street. So about half of the route is along Fifth Avenue. Okay, the Pride Parade begins at 11 a.m. Okay, so that'll be taking place at 11 a.m. So 11 a.m. is the start time for that parade. Okay, so make sure you guys tune in for that stream, which will begin right before 11 a.m. So maybe around 10:30 I'll be live for that parade. All right, let me grab a picture here real quick before we cross the streets. Okay. Have I been to East Harlem and 116th Street? Yes, I have, Ivan, many times. Although I did not go there for this year's Puerto Rican festival there because of the rain. It was raining on and off. That was also the day of the Ghostbusters event, which I covered earlier in the day. My plan was to cover both events, but I was not able to cover the street festival there. 116th Street is also known as Luis Munoz Marin Boulevard. He was governor of Puerto Rico. James and Carla, yes, I did see them at the Ghostbusters event. Yes, they were there with Hudson the dog. James and Carla and Hudson. Okay, so here we are. This is the Hell's Kitchen neighborhood on the west side of Manhattan. This is right along 9th Avenue. Thank you all once again for joining me on this live stream as we are in day 2 of this 3-day heat wave here on the East Coast of the United States. The high temperature today reaching 99 degrees. That was the hottest day here in New York City in the last 13 years. We haven't been this hot in New York City since July of 2012. Well, we were just a degree shy of reaching triple digits here in New York City. Although it did reach triple digits in other interior areas of, like New Jersey and other places. But here in New York City, the highest temperature was 99 degrees. I was in summer school back in July of 2012. Oh, I dreaded summer school just because it was summer. That was the only reason to really dread summer school. Instead of enjoying your summer vacation, you were attending school. Okay, and that is the current conditions here. It is 96 degrees. Although honestly, it doesn't really feel like it's 96 degrees right now. I mean, I've been walking for almost 2 hours. Well, actually, no, I've been walking for 2 hours. It actually doesn't feel too hot right now. And that has to do with the humidity as well. It is the humidity are pretty, the humidity levels are pretty good right now. Do I still have water? I have about half of my water left, half of my bottle left of water. Actually, it's actually less than half, but that should be enough. That should be enough to get me through the rest of the stream here. It's not too terrible right now. If I need more water, I can always get another bottle at one of these stores here. Oh, $1 water. That's not bad. That is not bad. Especially for one of these carts here. That is actually not bad.
Now go study.
Okay, so we're gonna step away here from 9th Avenue. We're gonna head to Rockefeller Center. Rockefeller Center, they're debuting a T-Rex there. They have a T-Rex, a Tyrannosaurus Rex on display. That is all part of the new Jurassic Park movie that is coming out on July 2nd. That movie is called, Jurassic World, I believe it's called, the new movie. Jurassic World, yes. So we have a new movie coming out in the Jurassic Park universe franchise. That movie called Jurassic World. It'll be in theaters July 2nd. So right now they have a Tyrannosaurus Rex on display at the plaza there in Rockefeller Center. So that is where we're heading next. I almost forgot about the dinosaur today, so I was heading in a different direction, and then I just reminded myself that the T-Rex is on display right now. So we're gonna head over to the plaza in Rockefeller Center and check out the dinosaur there. Oh, that dog is hopping there. The sidewalk here is pretty hot. Let me touch it myself, see how hot it is. Ooh, it's actually not too bad. Okay, so we're heading to Rockefeller Center and checking out the T-Rex on display. We got a nutcase across the street here. Let's just avoid the nutcase. Yeah, that's the reason why I crossed the street. It's just a random guy just yelling to himself. You gotta keep your distance from people like that because they can become unpredictable. Okay, this building right here, this is Worldwide Plaza. This building here, Worldwide Plaza. Okay, so this is 8th Avenue here. And hello to Mr. Joey. Mr. Joey wants to know, does all of the rubbish bags on the street smell in the summer? Usually it does, but it all depends what's in the bag. Or what's on the bags. It usually depends what's in the bags. Although right now it's not really bad. I can tell you that right now. It doesn't really smell bad. For New York City standards, it's actually not bad right now. Yes, Mr. Joey. Hello, Joey. Cheers. From the land down under in Australia. And hello to everyone in the Australian continent. Okay, so this right here. Yes, I am. How are you, man? Want to give a shout out? Go ahead.
You gotta tell me how. What's your name?
This is on YouTube, Redstone Pro, YouTube.
Redstone Pro?
Yeah, on YouTube.
Hello, bro. No problem.
No problem, man.
Where you from?
I'm right here in the Bronx. From right here in the Bronx.
Me too.
You're in the Bronx?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Small Vernon, yeah.
What part of the Bronx?
I'm from like Gun Hill. East
Gun Hill.
Chester.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, big up to Barbershop.
Okay, Boogie Down Bronx in the house.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
What's your name, bro?
Okay, nice to meet you, man. Okay.
Respect, bro.
Nothing but respect.
All work.
Yeah, how does it feel to be working out here in the heat?
Me, I'm from the West Indies, you know what I'm saying? So that's
You're from the West Indies?
Yeah, I'm from Jamaica. So
Jamaica, okay, you're used to the heat.
wasn't a lot of problems.
Yeah, you're used to it. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Although I've been here all my life, but still.
Okay, yeah, okay. Keep working hard, man.
How about you?
It's okay. It's not too bad. I've been walking around for like the last couple hours. It's not too bad.
Yeah?
No, I was born here in Puerto Rico. My mom's from Puerto Rico. I was born here in New York City. My mom's from Puerto Rico. My dad's from Ecuador.
Yeah. Shout out to my kids today, Puerto Ricans. You know
Okay, what are their names?
Amber and Amanda. Shout out.
Okay, shout out. All right, man.
Respect, yo.
Take care, my friend. All right. Okay, we got a gentleman there from Jamaica representing the Bronx here. Representing Jamaica and the Bronx. Okay, so this is the theater district here. You guys can see this is we are in the middle of the theater district, right outside of Times Square. We got all of a lot of the Broadway musicals. We have Chicago right there across the street. And right here we have the Book of Mormon, winner of 9 Tony Awards, including Best Musical. And what's up to Andrew and what's up to Enzo? Okay, gentlemen, we got Andrew here and we have Enzo. And yes, Andrew, you're from Guyana. Shout out to everyone in the Caribbean. And shout out to everyone in Brazil. Representing Sao Paulo, Brazil is Enzo. We have Tina earlier. I'm not sure if Tina is still in the chat, but if she's in the chat, if Tina, if you're still here, just say hello to Andrew. These are two of my co-workers here. Nice to see you guys. Not sure if Tina is still here, but she was here earlier. Okay, this is Times Square, although we're gonna pass by Times Square. We might come back here later in the street, but right now we're heading towards to Rockefeller Center.
Cut him off his weight early.
How are things here? It is hot, Enzo. It is hot, although right now it's not too bad. It was pretty bad earlier, but right now it's it's cooling down a bit. Okay, right here. Yes, we have a Celtic bar right here, Irish Celtic bar, a pub. Okay, so Andrew and Tina, that would be Tipsy Colada. She was here earlier in the stream. Those are two of my co-workers. Really, Andrew? Oh, wow, you guys been there. And I just happened to pass by it. That's what's up. What a coincidence. Okay, maybe I gotta join you guys one of these days. But you gotta let me know when. So I can be down for that. And we still got the meetup on Friday, so hopefully that'll go along without any hitches. The Celtic Club. There you go. And Isa is another one of our co-workers, although he's not in the chat here. We got the Ichiran Times Square here. Okay, that's what's up. I definitely got to be down to one of these bars or pubs, one of these places here. Definitely let me know for when. Okay, we got happy hour. Happy hour already ended about an hour ago. That was from 4 to 7. And hello, Angie. Nice to see you, Angie. Hope you're staying cool. We are in day 2 of this 3-day heat wave right along the East Coast. Today was the hottest day of the year. 99 degrees was the high temperature today. And that high temperature today actually broke the record from the previous high, which was set back in 1888. We're breaking centuries-old records here with this current heat wave. I stayed cool today, but back delivering mail in the heat tomorrow. Oh, you're one of those folks that have to work outdoors. Okay, Angie, I hope you can carry on with your job without any problems, and just make sure to stay cool. Drink plenty of fluids, plenty of water. Okay, here we are. This is 6th Avenue here. And Mr. Joey is off to a round of golf. Okay, Joey, thank you so much for joining the live stream here. I will see you back during my next stream, my friend. And hello to everybody from the land down under. Have I been to Washington Heights? I was there recently, Arvin. I was there about... when was it? About a month or two ago. I was there for, to document the tragedy that took place at the night, at the the Jet Set nightclub in Santo Domingo. I was there to document the vigil that was taking place in that neighborhood of Washington Heights. But I'll definitely be heading back there for a video, maybe a live stream. Okay, thank you, Joey. Thank you. And we have music here. This is the first song here. And thank you, Peter, for the reminder. If you guys haven't already done so, make sure to like the stream. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already done so, it would mean a lot to me if you do. There is the graphic right there. Okay, so we are making our way over to the plaza here, Rockefeller Center. Yes, I do. I could play my own music right now, Ivan. I could play my own music right now. Let's see, right here, look. Okay, that's just one song in my playlist here that I can play. And we have FAO Schwartz here. That is their current location. FAO Schwartz, I believe they're closed right now. It is past 8 o'clock. Yes, they are. I think they're closed right now. Oh, we got more music here. Yada. Okay, so this is FAO Schwartz. That is their current location here inside of Rockefeller Center. Oh yes, we did see Sifa inside of the store here. That was when was that? A few months ago, something like that. Andrew says I can buy something for my girlfriend here. Why not? If she's into stuffed animals or just toys in general, this is the place to go if you're willing to spend. You got to keep in mind that this is it's not a cheap toy store either. You got to spend money here. Okay, so here we are at the plaza of Rockefeller Center. So right in here we should see the T-Rex here. Where is the big dinosaur here? Is it around here? Where exactly is it here? Okay, there it is. There's the T-Rex right there. I was looking in the wrong direction. There it is. Okay, that's actually a, that's not a T-Rex. That is a Tinnidosaurus. A Tinnidosaurus, if I'm pronouncing it right. It is, this dinosaur here is 60 feet tall. It is called Tinnidosaurus. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it correct. It is not T-Rex. Look how it towers over this trailer here. Okay, I'm gonna have to widen the shot here so we can get all of it. There it is. Look how big that guy is up there. Wow. This is all to promote the new Jurassic Park film, which is titled Jurassic World Rebirth. This movie comes out in theaters July the 2nd. Hey, it's my ex-mother-in-law. Whoa, she's a pretty big woman there, Pee-wee. Okay, so this dinosaur just made its debut here today. We have the tropical rainforest here as well, looks like. From 66 million years ago. Oh, look how big that is. Look at that long neck. Okay, so this dinosaur here, this is called a Tinnidosaurus. 60 feet tall. Very nice here. Pointing at that at the wrong. I'm taking my taking the picture here with my other camera. Apologies. Let me just grab a shot here of this dinosaur. Okay. Very nice. Just gonna grab a another picture here. Okay, so this dinosaur here will be on display to next Thursday, the 1st, July 1st. So it'll be here for about a week, 9 days. So if you guys want to check out this dinosaur, it's right on the plaza of Rockefeller Center. It will be here till next Thursday, July 1st. Peter says that is a Brontosaurus. Okay, well, this is what the page says here. Head to Rockefeller Center to check out a gigantic Tinnidosaurus celebrating the new Jurassic World Rebirth movie. Okay, very nice. We have folks here taking pictures with this giant dinosaur. Ivan says there is a new Karate Kid movie. A lot of these old films, they're just being revived. Jurassic Park, of course, being one. Karate Kid being another. Top Gun being another. Mission Impossible, another one as well. We have a new film in that franchise. Okay, so there it is. This is all to promote the new Jurassic World Rebirth movie out in theaters July 2nd. So that would be next Friday. And Ghostbusters, yeah, Ghostbusters, definitely. Gonna have to play my own music over this. Okay. Gonna have to get away from the music here. Okay, right here we can see this is the studios, NBC News Studios. This is where the Today Show is broadcast from. You can see the studio right there. Okay, it's actually starting to feel a little cooler right now. We do have a bit of a breeze. This is the Nintendo store, Nintendo World New York. This store is closed right now. Isn't Saturday Night Live there too? Saturday Night Live is just around the corner over by the Rainbow Room. That is all in 30 Rockefeller Plaza. That is the main building. That is where a lot of the NBC shows are taped, including SNL. Okay, we have another pub here. This one is called Sean's Bar and Kitchen. Another one of these Irish pubs here. The Ed Sullivan Theater, yes, that's that's over by Broadway. That is where the Late Show with Stephen Colbert. The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. That is where that is taped from. And the Late Show with David Letterman was also taped there. Prior to Stephen Colbert taking over as host. And the Ed Sullivan Show used to be taped there as well. That was back in the 50s and 60s. So a lot of history in that theater there. And the Beatles, they also performed there as well. I believe that was their first, that might have been their first time that they were on American TV, was over at the Ed Sullivan Show, if I'm not mistaken. (1964). Thank you, Ivan, for the information there. That was during the British invasion of the early 60s. All right, so here we are. This is 6th Avenue here. We are going to skip Times Square here and just walk, and we're just going to continue walking here. So we're going to avoid Times Square on this stream and just go somewhere different tonight. Elvis Presley also performed there, yes, Heatwave. Lots of history here with theater in New York City. We have an abandoned city bike over here. And the Beatles' first appearance on the Ed Sullivan Show was on February 9th, 1964. All right, so make sure you guys make sure to hit the like button if you haven't already done so. Make sure to like the stream and make sure to subscribe if you haven't already done so. For those of you who are new to the channel, welcome to the channel. My name is Redstone Pro. We are live here in New York City on this day 2 of the 3-day heat wave that is gripping much of the East Coast here of the United States. Today was the hottest day here in New York City in the last 13 years. This is the hottest day it's been since 2012. The high temperature today reached 99 degrees over at Central Park, which we were earlier. But right now it feels pretty good actually. It actually feels pretty good. I've been walking here for almost 3 hours and it's been okay for the most part. This right now, this just feels like another walk. And we also have the last day of school for public school students here in New York City coming up. That is on Thursday. So for those of you who are in public school, your last day will be on Thursday, although many folks are probably already off. Especially, you know, if you're in high school and you already graduated, you're more than likely already off for the rest of the summer as you start on your next journey. But the last official day of school here in New York City for public school students is on Thursday. Oh, Andrew, yes, I have to return that. I have to return that shirt. It's funny because I have the shirt with me in my bag. I have to return the shirt. What street is this? Maybe I can do it right now. Let me see. It would be funny if... Yes, I was actually planning on returning it and I totally forgot. Oh, shit. Sorry for the language there. That's right, I got to return the shirt. I'm hopeful that I can return it. Or at least exchange it, you know, because I need a bigger size. Let me see if I can do that right now while we're on the stream here. The person that mentioned the Beatles reminded me. Okay, yes, thank you, Andrew. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna walk there right now. We're not too far. We're only about a few blocks from that store there. So let me see if I can return the shirt here. And hello to Crystal. Crystal says it's crazy how people are walking around. Just me walking to the Uber was too much for me. I took it going and coming back. Too hot today for public transportation. Yeah, especially if you're riding the subway. It is oven down there. The temperatures down in the subway stations, especially if it's underground, it's easily above over 100 degrees. I was taking the subway here earlier, and it was definitely hot. The subway stations here, they're not air conditioned or anything like that, so it's definitely the heat down there is definitely amplified. Okay, so thank you. Thank you, Andrew, for reminding me of the show, and Ivan as well for mentioning the Beatles. So thank you to you both. It's like 115 degrees down there, easily, Angie, easily. Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can return that shirt here. The shirt, by the way, that Andrew is talking about is this John Lennon inspired New York City t-shirt. I just saw the size that I bought just happened to be too small on me, so I'm gonna see if I can return it or exchange it for a larger size. I do have the receipt here with me as well, so let's see if I can get an exchange here. This will be live on the stream, by the way. All right, so we're heading towards that store right now. It's one of these souvenir gift shops here in Times Square. And we have Todd and Mary still here. We miss Nina. Yes, we do, Todd and Mary. We also miss Sharik. I don't know what happened to Sharik, but hopefully she's okay as well. And we haven't seen Ola here either. We haven't seen Ola. We haven't seen Wei. We're missing Wei in the chat as well. Hopefully he's okay. He did like one of my Instagram posts, so he's definitely around. He just hasn't been here on one of my live streams. Okay, so here we are in Times Square. Let's see if I can return the shirt or exchange it. One of the two. And if I cannot return the shirt or exchange it, I'm probably just gonna have to give it away. Or maybe I'll just keep it, even though it's too small. I won't wear it though, but I'll probably just keep it. Either keep it or just give it away. Let's see.
No, because I don't.
Okay, so it's this store right here next to the Old Navy here. We have some jump roping here, which we saw. I'm not sure if this is the same duo, the same group that we saw a week ago. Okay, so this is the store I have to go in. This is the I Love New York gift shop here, gift store, souvenirs. Okay, so this is the store I purchased the shirt from. I believe the shirt was over here. It was around here somewhere. Let me see if I can find it here. Oh, right here. This is the shirt right here. That's the shirt I got to return. Let me ask this guy here. Excuse me. I could exchange a shirt here that I bought last week. Okay. Do you is it only exchange it or could I return it in general? Exchange only. Exchange only. Okay. Okay, they only do exchanges here, so I have to pick the. I bought a small here. I got to get a medium size here. So let's see. Let's pick up the medium. That's small. Right here. That's a small. Where's the medium size here? Gonna have to go through each one of these shirts here. It's probably further down. Let me see here. Okay, here's a medium right here. This size here should be okay. Okay, so put the rest of this back. The rest of these small shirts back. Yeah, I cannot return it. I was hoping to return it, but an exchange should be okay. I'm fine with an exchange. Okay, so that's a medium. The medium should be okay. That's usually my size, but the okay, so we're just gonna exchange this shirt here. I got my receipt in my wallet. Let me get that out. And the shirt as well. I got the shirt in my bag here. Okay, so that is the John Lennon inspired New York City t-shirt that he made famous back in 1974. We're live streaming an exchange here. How interesting is that? You might have to get large from how tight they are. Well, if this one is still tight, I'll definitely come back and exchange it. But I think this size should be okay. I don't want to wear it too big either. All right, so this is the gift shop right next to the Old Navy. The Old Navy was also the site of the old Toys R Us Times Square, which I worked back in the 2000s. I definitely missed that store. That store was an adventure. Always had a ton of fun working there. With the big T-Rex and the Ferris wheel and the Empire State Building Lego and all that. It was definitely fun in there.
Sit down.
Toys R Us, yes, I missed it. Toys R Us closed back in what year was it? I think it was 2015. That is when the store closed down. That was due to Toys R Us going bankrupt. They had to close the store, all of their stores. Toys R Us, yes, the Toys R Us here in Times Square. That used to be located here in Times Square. I used to work there in the 2000s. I actually have a picture here if you guys want to see it. I did show it to my friend Andrew here. I did show him a picture when I was working there. Let me see if I can pull it up here on my other phone. Andrew has a crush on Lisa here. Lisa used to be one of the floor managers there. Where is it? Okay, here it is, right here. Okay, so that is me working in Toys R Us Times Square. That's the store next door. That is where Old Navy is now. Right there, and that is Lisa. Lisa used to be our floor manager for our department there. And Andrew has a crush on her. He still has a crush on her. I don't know what happened to her, Andrew. I really don't know. I lost contact with her. I lost contact with her back in 2015. What was it? No, 2007 is when I lost contact with her. This picture here is from 2006. That is from 2006. Okay. How are you? Yes, I wanna make an exchange for this shirt here. Let me just put this down here. Okay, so the original shirt is here. Yeah, so this shirt was too small. I bought it too small. And I want to exchange it for that one there. Yes. Let me point the gimbal there so it's not pointing at anybody there. Right here. Okay, so we are exchanging the shirt for the medium size. We're going from small to medium. Hopefully that's the right size. I can always come back for a large if it's too small. Although I think that's the right size. Okay, this is the medium right here. Okay. Thank you, thank you. Here's my receipt here. I can always come back if that one happens to be some. What's that? That's the final one. It should be, yeah, it should be okay. It should be okay because medium is usually my size. Okay, dear. Okay, thank you so much.
Take care.
You too. Okay, so this is the final exchange. So I should be okay with this size here. My John Lennon. I should have worn this. I should have worn this shirt when we were heading towards to Strawberry Fields. We'll definitely do it next time. Whenever we're around Strawberry Fields, we'll definitely wear it for the. We'll definitely do it for John Lennon's birthday in October. Okay, so successfully exchanged the t-shirts here. Okay, yes, I worked there between 2005 and 2007. The picture that you just saw, that was from 2006. Oh, it feels really nice here. They got the AC on blast here. I might just hang around here for a minute just to cool off here. Oh, it feels really nice here. All right, I'm just gonna walk around here for another minute so I can cool off here. They got the AC on blast here, so this feels nice right now. Oh, we got some Trump merchandise here. Jeffrey the Giraffe. Yes, he was the Jeffrey the Giraffe was the mascot. We used to have a life-size Jeffrey giraffe in the store. He used to roam the store. It was always those were good days back then. I missed the 2000s. Oh, those the 2000s back then. Those days, they were a lot of fun. I missed the 90s and the 2000s as well. I really missed those days. Ivan was only a kid. Yeah, well, you were born in '99, so you were definitely still a kid. Ah, we got the AC here. Oh, this feels really nice. Right on this spot right here. This feels really nice. So let me just cool off here for another minute before I go back out. Ah, this feels nice. The 90s and the 2000s. I would say maybe like the early 2000s. Definitely the 90s. The 90s were a blast, man. We had so much fun in the 90s. We had the Genesis, Sega Genesis, the Super Nintendo, NBA Jam. We had all of the old school movies, Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers, all of that stuff. Pokemon, oh man. You named it, we had it. Our childhood was the best. We were spoiled in our generation as kids. Okay, right here we have the female. This is the same shirt but for women right here. Very nice. Okay, so here we are. We're gonna make our way back outside. And we are back outside in the heats. Okay, so here we are in Times Square in the middle of this heat wave. I was not planning on coming here, but since Andrew reminded me of the shirt, I had no choice. So thank you again, Andrew and Ivan, for reminding me of the shirt. It's funny because that shirt's been in my bag for a few days now, and each time I keep forgetting to return it. Okay, so we finally made the exchange. Okay, we have a stage here. This appears to be, this might be Christian rock music. Let's talk about heaven. This is definitely, this might be Christian music here. What is this with David Jeremiah? Dr. David Jeremiah. Let's talk heaven. I wish I want to meet Britney Spears. Britney Spears in her prime was back in the late 90s and early 2000s. Okay, it is 9 o'clock now here on the East Coast. Okay, I'm not sure where I'm heading next. We're just gonna walk around here. So we're gonna continue the stream for maybe another 15 minutes. So we're just gonna walk around here and just for a little bit more before I end the stream here. No particular location. We're just gonna walk around here. No destination or location. So we're just gonna kill some time here and just walk around. The Mickey Mouse Club. Yes, those are the imitators, the imposter Mickey Mouse. Okay, this is West 42nd Street here. Any upcoming events? The next big one is gonna be the Pride Parade. The Pride Parade, that'll be on Sunday. And following the Pride Parade, we have the Macy's fireworks display for the 4th of July. So I'll be live for both of those events. So the Pride Parade is coming up on Sunday, this Sunday coming up. That will start at around 11 a.m. So that is the next parade I'll be covering. Yes, Ivan, but he reminded himself of the shirt because you mentioned the Beatles. So I want to thank you as well for mentioning the Beatles, even though they're not related to John Lennon. And it's just funny because I've had the bag, I've had the shirt in my bag for the last few days with the intent of returning it, and I just kept forgetting. For some reason, I just kept forgetting. I guess it wasn't really on my top to-do list. And I wasn't even sure what their return policy was or what the time, the time of return was. If it was a week or 2 weeks or 30 days or whatever it was. It's already been like I think a week already. Okay, so I'm gonna walk down to, let's see, we're gonna walk down to Union Square. That's where I'll be ending the stream. So Andrew knows Union Square pretty well. So that is where I'll be heading. I'll just walk down to Union Square and just walk around for a minute and then end the stream there in Union Square by 14th Street. We have another New York souvenir store here. I would like to know what happened to Lisa, our floor manager. I've been curious about Lisa for all of those years, so Andrew has a crush on her. I've definitely been curious about her also all throughout the years. And Pee-wee, have a good night, Pee-wee. Thank you once again, Pee-wee, for joining me on the stream. It's always good to see you here. So if anybody worked in Toys R Us back in 2006, 2007, if anybody knows Lisa, what was her last name? Zaro, I think it was. If anybody knows about Lisa, let me know what happened to her. Yes, you did mention the Beatles, Ivan. Yes, you did. I used to be in touch with many of my co-workers from Toys R Us back when MySpace was around, but MySpace hasn't been around in years also, so I just lost communication with pretty much everybody that I worked with there. We all lost touch. Toys R Us Times Square was such a unique location. It was definitely a unique store for what it had to offer. You know, the Ferris wheel, the giant T-Rex, R-Zone. R-Zone used to be the electronics and video game section there. We also had the big Barbie house. We had the Lego. We have WWE. WWE had a section there as well, a little department there. It was a lot of fun there. It was definitely a lot of fun. It was such a shame, you know, when Toys R Us declared bankruptcy. You know, they just couldn't keep up with the times. You know, they couldn't keep up with other companies, you know, such as Amazon, you know, e-commerce companies. They just didn't adapt to the changes, so they were forced to declare bankruptcy and pretty much shut down all of the locations. The only Toys R Us store that I'm aware of here in New York now is the one over by Macy's, which is right in front of us. That is Macy's. They're on the 7th floor, but that is a very small store. I mean, it doesn't really have the same vibe as the old Toys R Us stores. And Kmart, yeah, Kmart as well is another one of the big retailers that was forced to close. Hello to Rodney, nice to see you, Rodney. At one point, Kmart used to be bigger than Walmart. Kmart was the world's biggest retailer prior to Walmart taking that title. Okay, actually feels pretty good right now. The heat is not too bad. We got some wind here, so it got a little breeze here. It's actually not too bad. It is not too bad at all right now. The heat wave is expected to end tomorrow night. This 3-day heat wave, which began yesterday. Okay, here we are. This is Herald Square, world famous Herald Square, right in front of Macy's Herald Square. That is the world's largest store, their flagship store, as well as their headquarters. This is where Macy's calls its headquarters now. Their headquarters, their previous headquarters used to be located in Cincinnati, Ohio, but they are located here inside of the store now, their flagship location. And right here we can see the building here in Herald Square. Looks like they're open right now. Maybe we can stop by Macy's here real quick, just to get some air. They are open to, let's see, they are open to 9 o'clock. Looks like they're closed. Yeah, they are closed. Right? Oh, the AC. I can feel the AC here. Feels nice. Oh, I could just stand here for a few minutes. That AC feels really good. Wow. Yeah, the store is closed. I'm just standing here just because of the AC. It feels really good. Ah, that feels really good. Just for a minute here. Get a relief from the heat here. Ah, that feels good. Okay. Okay, so Macy's, they just closed about 10 minutes ago. I was 11 through 20 from 2010 to 2019. How old are you now, Ivan? Or are you, how old are you now? Let's see, you would be 26 years old, right? If I'm correct? 26. 25, 26. He is 25. And we have the Empire State Building in red, white, and blue. Beautiful Empire State Building. I'm not sure what those colors are for. It could be patriotic colors, but let me see what those colors are representing tonight here. Let's see if I can look it up here real quick. Okay, the red, white, and blue, that is to celebrate the NBA draft. The NBA draft. Okay, that is what the red, white, and blue is for. Yes. Thank you, Peter. That is for the NBA draft. Ivan is turning 26 on September the 5th. Happy early birthday, Ivan. Never too early, never too late to wish someone a happy birthday, because you never know when our last day here on earth could be. So it's always good, just to wish people happy birthday or just a happy good day or whatever it is. I so appreciate everyone that we have around us, friends, families, acquaintances, whoever it is. Spouses, children, family, co-workers. Okay, so this is, we are walking, right now we are on, this is 6th Avenue, I believe this is. Yeah, this is 6th Avenue. Okay. And right across that is Greeley Square. Greeley Square is, hello. Greeley Square is the southern portion of Herald Square. Chuck E. Cheese, yes, we used to have a whole bunch of those. Chuck E. Cheese is still around, but it is one of those places where you don't really hear much about these days, the same way you would have back in the 90s or 2000s. All right, another shot there of the Empire State Building, lit up in red, white, and blue to commemorate the NBA draft. The first round of the draft, is it tonight? I believe, is it tonight? I know it's this week. Actually, the first round of the NBA draft starts tomorrow. Okay, so it is not tonight, it is tomorrow. First round of the NBA draft. And the Dallas Mavericks, they have the first pick, the first overall pick in tomorrow's NBA draft. And Cooper Flagg, he is from Duke University. He is expected to be selected first tomorrow. Cooper flag from Duke University. And the Dallas Mavericks, they have the first pick overall. So let's see if he is selected by the Mavericks tomorrow. Ivan says, I haven't been to 34th Street Herald Square since 2017. You have to get out more, Ivan. You have to get out a lot more, Ivan. There's certainly a lot to see here. You have to get out more, Ivan. Although I wouldn't recommend coming out during the heat wave, but eventually during the summer, you have to come out and, you know, just explore and do different things. It's really not the same as, you know, looking at it through a stream. You definitely have to come and experience it in person. Okay, yeah, we have a Nordstrom Rack store right here as well. Union Square, we're still about another 20 blocks from Union Square. Actually 16 blocks. Well, this is 30th Street here, so we're 16 blocks from Union Square. We'll definitely be there. I would think by maybe by 9:30. I think we'll be there. It all depends on my pace. I'm not walking too fast right now. All right, so once again, make sure you guys join me for the Pride March, the Pride Parade. That'll be taking place on Sunday, this Sunday here. That parade starts at 11 a.m. Eastern time, so make sure you guys tune in for that stream. It's always one of the most fun parades, one of the most colorful parades, one of the funniest as well. We got the water guns out here. We're having a water gun fight here. I would not mind being struck by water there. Actually, I was hoping for that. All right, so hopefully, I hope you all are having a wonderful Tuesday night, Tuesday afternoon, or perhaps Wednesday, depending on the time zone you're watching from. Happy Tuesday, happy Wednesday. When was the last time I went to McDonald's? That was last week. That was the last time I went to McDonald's, was about a week ago. I see a lot of folks from our job, from our work are starting to buy Chick-fil-A. Ever since Chick-fil-A opened, I've seen a lot of people going there and just bringing the food back. I definitely have to do that myself. Too expensive. Yeah, if you're buying it for everyday lunch, it's definitely pricey, but it wouldn't hurt getting it once in a while. Look at this cab here. He's just crossing, he's just driving over the crosswalk here. What an asshole. He's right on the crosswalk, even though we have the right of way here to cross. You definitely have to be careful with these New York cabbies because they're always in a rush. I don't know for what, because you know they're always going to have fares available, so they're always in a rush. That's how they cause accidents. You know, it's not worth causing an accident and injuring yourself or somebody, or potentially killing somebody. You know, just to try to get to a fare. It's not worth it in the end. It's a big city. There's a lot of people. You know, you'll always be able to catch a fare, even if it takes a minute longer. A New York cabbie cursed me out a while back by our job because I stepped near traffic. Well, he's the real asshole. Sorry he had to do that. He's the real asshole. How are you? Everything good. How are you? Everything good. We're live on YouTube. We're on YouTube right now, yeah. Let me show you. Is it busy today?
Oh, busy today, yes.
It's been very busy, yeah.
One second.
Yeah, yeah. You could just snap a picture of that. What is your name? Mohammed.
Where are you from?
I'm from here in New York.
I am from Brooklyn.
You're from Brooklyn?
Brooklyn, yeah.
What part of Brooklyn?
Kensington Avenue.
Kensington?
Kensington Avenue.
Okay.
Jamaica. G3.
Uh-huh. Very nice.
Everything is good.
How long have you been?
Check the food. Halal organic.
Can you tell us about the halal food you have here?
Yeah. Everything is organic.
Everything's organic.
Yeah. Truck.
Uh-huh.
Kensington halal food.
Okay.
Check the truck. Everything's
Oh, look at that. We got the peanut bread right there.
Chicken, you have lamb.
Yeah.
You have everything.
Oh, you got the pretzel. That's a big pretzel there.
Pretzel. Falafel.
How long have you now? How long have you been operating this car here? This step?
Chuck the car.
How long have you been operating this?
Yeah. Kensington fresh halal food.
For how long? How long have you been here?
Check the side. The side. Look.
Oh, Sabre, yeah.
Yeah, side.
Sabre hot dog, yeah. Okay, we got the LED sign right there too. Okay, nice to meet you, Mohammed. Okay, have a good night. Okay, stay cool, Mohammed. Okay, we got Mohammed here from Brooklyn. He operates the halal truck here. Okay, yes, it is still clear. Look how clear it is. Not a single cloud in sight. Okay, that was some really good looking halal food. If you guys haven't tried New York halal food, they are seriously good. So make sure you get to have some of the halal food, especially with the white sauce. You know, the lamb over rice, chicken over rice, the pita bread, gyros, all of that stuff. They're really good. They are really good. So make sure you guys make sure to stop by one of these halal trucks. There are many here throughout New York, so they are really good. Okay, so we are approaching 23rd Street. We are right near the Chelsea area here. We have another halal truck here.
I got t-shirts for sale. T-shirts for sale, G.
Okay, so once again, this is 23rd Street, West 23rd Street.
So now you're okay with coming on the Friday.
Okay, so we're just waiting to cross the street here, right along 23rd Street. Okay, here we go. Okay, so thank you all once again for joining me on this live stream. How are you?
Good, man.
Okay, that was random. We have a lot of random moments here.
Check it out, man. Check it out. You got it.
Okay, hope you all having a wonderful Tuesday evening, Tuesday afternoon, early Wednesday. Thank you all so much. This is day 2 of the 3-day heat wave. Gripping the, oh yeah, we just passed by. There is a Burlington here on 23rd Street. There is a Burlington here. I think I just might have passed by it. Yes, right there. Yep, right on the corner there. I forgot to mention that there's a Burlington here as well, right here on 23rd Street. Although I'm not really a fan of that store there. I much prefer the 14th Street location. Am I tired, Peter? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I did work before this stream as well. So yes, that's why I have to end the stream soon. I do it mainly also, you know, just to keep walking, you know, just to keep active. You know, this is a form of exercise for me. How was today? It was much quieter compared to what it was yesterday. Much quieter. Yesterday was pretty damn busy. All right, so here we are. We are in the Chelsea area here, Chelsea neighborhood. Not much going on here, so we're just gonna walk down to Union Square and just walk around there for a minute and then end the stream. Okay, we can see One World Trade Center. That is One World Trade Center right there. We can see the spire lit up in the Pride colors. June is Pride Month. And we can see the colors right there on the One World Trade Center spire. Beautiful colors. Okay, let me cross the street here before this light changes. Okay, we just beat the light here. And hello to my sister in the chat. I think you're in Ecuador, right? Didn't you and Haiti go to Ecuador? I think I saw your post there. I know you were, I think you guys had a problem or something, but I think you're there now, if I'm not mistaken. It is a long walk, yes, especially in the heat.
What happened? He told us something.
Okay, you're leaving now. Okay, wow. Oh, so you won't be there probably till like 1 in the morning. Wow, safe travels for sure. I thought you might have already been there in Ecuador. Okay, very nice. So are you still in Connecticut or are you in the airport now, like JFK? $5:30. Okay, that's the arrival time there. Okay, 5:30. Five Below, yeah, there's a Five Below right right as you go inside the building, you know, on your way to Burlington's, right there on the first floor, unless it's a different location that you're referring to. Okay, you're at the airport now. Okay, very nice. Very nice. So that's what, how many hours is that? Like 7 hours or like 8 hours? Something like that? It's definitely a long flight. I just passed by Five Below here. I'm just reading the chat here. I'm not even paying attention to what stores I'm walking by here. I can see the Old Navy here. There's the Old Navy across the street. Five Below, where did you see that? Oh, I see it right there next to Chase Bank. Okay. I'm not really paying mind to the stores here. I mean, everything is closed, so. They're called Five Below, but a lot of the items now, they're like $10. You know, you're not even paying $5 for it. They're like twice that now. So they need to change their name to 10 Below or 10 above, or maybe 5 above, 5 and above. 6 hours, 6.5 hours, okay. I mean, it's not too bad, I guess. It's not too bad. So that's like 3 hours more than Puerto Rico, because Puerto Rico is like 3.5 hours. So it's about maybe like 2 of those flights. That's not too bad, I guess. Six and a half hours. Okay, what street is this? I gotta pay attention to the streets here. Okay, this is 16th Street. Okay, 16th Street. Okay, so safe travels to everyone. Hope everybody gets there safe, comes back safe. I have to go to Ecuador myself. I'm not sure when, but it will definitely be one day. Definitely have to go to España as well. Spain. It ain't New York without the police sirens, although that was an ambulance. Yeah, it ain't New York without any sort of siren. Although we haven't really heard much, many during this stream. That was probably only what, maybe the third one? That's a pretty low number. And I will do my best to take care of Toby while he's with us. I will definitely take care of Toby. I was actually happy to see him. That's the dog. Toby is a little, what is he, a Shih Tzu? I forgot what he is. Like a Shih Tzu mix. I used to call him Chewbacca, like little Chewbacca. He has a face of Chewbacca from Star Wars. Okay, so here we are. This is 14th Street, West 14th Street. We were here, when was that? I think it was on Friday, looking for my my great uncle's music store. We won't be doing that tonight, but we did look for his store during the last time we were here. As well as Viniero's, although Viniero's, I think they're closed as well right now. Or actually, no, they closed at 10, but we're not walking down there. By the time we get there, it'll be 10 o'clock anyways.
Fight Club?
And I forgot to vote also. I was planning on voting for the, we're having election day here. Today is also election day here in New York City for the mayor's primary race. The primary elections. To nominate the Democratic candidate for New York City mayor. I did forget to mention that. And I forgot to vote, so it's okay. I'll vote in the general election. That'll be in November. Today was only for the primaries. Okay, I think Andrew has a crush on those ladies there too. He already has a crush on my old floor manager. Okay, right here we have the Guitar Center store. Okay, I was planning on upgrading this phone, but unfortunately I won't be able to do it this week. I did buy some, I've been spending a lot of money on clothes. So, I'm thinking maybe by next month I will probably upgrade this phone. I've been buying a lot of stuff lately, so I mean the phone is okay for now, so I'm not really in a rush to upgrade it either. But I definitely do want to upgrade it. So I'm hoping for maybe by next month I can upgrade the device. You know, as long as this one works okay, you know, I'll definitely hang on to it. Andrew would know how much I've been spending because me and him have gone to like Burlington and stuff, so you know, just shopping around after work, and I definitely been spending a lot of money just getting a lot of stuff from there. Okay, so this is Fifth Avenue here. So we're just a block away from Union Square. Something sneakers, and then something sneakers again. It's just repeating itself. and I actually bought a new pair yesterday. I forgot to mention that. I did buy a new pair of Pumas yesterday. I saw them on the shelf, and I just couldn't resist but getting them. So I have what, 3 pairs of Pumas now, and I haven't even worn one yet. Okay, I can definitely, it's getting hot again. Oh. I can feel it's getting hot again. Peter says, impulse shopper, you are a store's dream patron. A patron. Unfortunately, I am. But I'm definitely gonna stop buying, you know, for now, because I have way more than what I really need. You know, I see something and then I know I don't need it, but yet I still buy it. So I definitely gotta, you know, I gotta chill out with that. You know, especially when, you know, when there's other things I have to be doing as well. Okay, so we got the New Balance store here. This Mets store, by the way, this closed down. This Mets Clubhouse store. This one closed down. I'm not sure when it closed down. I think it was recently.
The one that
I believe they're closed. Okay, so here we are. This is Union Square. University Place is right down there. There is the Burlington across the street. We have the Sephora and Whole Foods Market. We also have the DSW shoe store and Fibergo. Fibergo is in there as well. That is a New Balance store. Yes, indeed. We also have Best Buy. Right down the block is a Best Buy. And we have the Nordstrom rack. Okay, I don't know what happened there. I just ran into a signal problem here. Usually this area is okay with the signals, but we just ran into a buffering issue here. But I think we're okay now. All right, so here we are. This is Union Square. Once again, Union Square, and this is East 14th Street now. On this beautiful but hot night here in New York, in the middle of the heat wave. This is night 2, day 2 of the 3-day heat wave. Temperatures today reaching a high of 99 degrees Fahrenheit. That is the highest recorded temperature since 2012 here in New York. All right, so not much going on here. People are just going home and, you know, just cooling off themselves. And that's what I'll be doing right now. My feet is killing me. I've been walking for a long time now, it seems. All right, so thank you all once again. Thank you for joining me on this live stream. If you haven't already done so, make sure to like the stream. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, especially if you're new. I would greatly appreciate it. It would mean a lot to me if you do. Okay, so I want to remind folks once again that the Pride Parade is coming up on Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. So I'll be live for that event. Make sure to join me for the Pride March, Pride Parade, taking place down at the Village, which we are not far from. We are not far from the parade route here. So thank you all once again. I will be back before that as well. So I'll definitely be back for another stream between now and Sunday. And thank you, Irma. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Peter. Thank you to my sister. Thank you, Ivan. Thank you, Enzo. Thank you, everybody in the chat. And thank you to Angie as well. Thank you, Angie. All right, so it is time to cool off. So actually, it's not time to cool off because I got to head into the subway. So I'll be burning up for quite a few more minutes. And get to Ecuador safe. To my sister and my niece Haley, get there safe. And I'll see you guys in what, 2 weeks? I think 2 weeks it is. 2 weeks from now, I'll see you guys back here in New York. Have fun. Stay safe. God bless everybody. I will see you guys back in my next stream. So make sure you guys tune in for that. Although I'll be back here on Sunday as well for the Pride Parade. So thank you all once again, and have a good night from here in Union Square. Beautiful night here in Union Square. So thank you all once again. God bless everybody. And I will see you all in my next stream. So thank you all once again. God bless. And have a good night from here in Union Square. So long, everybody.